Hello Year 3, this is your maths video for Tuesday. Now what we're going to be looking at today is measuring in litres and millilitres. So our learning objective is to measure and compare volumes and capacities in litres, but we're also going to be looking at millilitres as well. So our success criteria is to calculate the intervals on a scale, so the tiny little steps that we looked at yesterday, and to read the scales to measure in litres and millilitres, which is what I said. So let's have a quick look at this one. And it says measuring volume in litres and millilitres. So it says here, we are going to measure volume in litres and millilitres. So if you look, there's this big measuring cylinder here. It is huge. And you can see on the big points going up, it says 1 litre, 2 litre, 3 litre, 4 litre, 5 litres. And it's got all these tiny intervals on the middle. So let's work out what they mean, what they represent. So it says here we need to calculate what the small intervals on the scale on the measuring cylinder are worth, just like we did yesterday. So first we need to convert litres to millilitres. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky, okay? But 1 litre is exactly the same as 1,000 millilitres. Now, I know it sounds confusing, but one litre is exactly the same, like I just said, as 1,000 millilitres. So they're just the same, they just say different things. So to work out what each interval is worth, we divide 1,000 by 10, okay? So we've got 1,000 here, so there's 1,000 millilitres here, and we're going to divide it by 10. So 1,000 divided by 10 equals 100. So each tiny little interval on this line represents 100 millilitres. So keep that in your brain. So if you look where the liquid comes up to, it's up to 2 litres here plus 4. So each little interval, represents 100, doesn't it? So Miss Dunn's getting confused now. So 2,000 litres, 2,000 millilitres, 2,100, 2,200, 2,300, 2,400. So it'd be 2 litres and 400 millilitres, or it could be 2,400 millilitres. So we're going to have another look at another one. So it's past the 4 litres, we're nearly at the 5 litres, and it goes up in all these tiny little intervals up to here, and it's on the 8th interval, okay? So we've got 4 litres here, or 4,000 millilitres, and we got 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800 millilitres. So 4 litres, 800 millilitres, or 4,800 millilitres. So it says here, we are going to measure volume in litres and millilitres. So if you look here, it's only got 1 interval, well, 2 intervals between. So what we do, we divide 1,000 by 2, and that's just the same as halving. We looked at this yesterday. So what is half of 1,000, year 3? It is 500. So each interval in between the litre points, each interval here, 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 and all the way down here, that represents 500. So 500 millilitres. So we've got 0, 500 millilitres, 1 litre, 1 litre, 500 millilitres, 2 litre, 2 litre, 500 millilitres, and go on and so on. So if you look where the liquid comes up to on the 4 litre plus 1, so we know each one is 500, so 4 litres and 500 millilitres. So this one, I'm not going to get the text up so you can't see it. We've got 2 litres, 2 litres here, add 500. So what would it be, year 3? It will be 2 litres, 500 millilitres, or 2,500 millilitres. Let's see if we're right. Fantastic. Let's have another look at one. Another look at another one. So what we're doing here, you can see between each interval, each point, there are 4 intervals now. So we divide 1,000 by 4. And we did this yesterday, and this was the tricky part yesterday, year 3. So 100 divided by 4 was 25. So 1,000 divided by 4 is 250. So each little tiny interval represents 250 millilitres. So it says here, we've got 2 litres, and we know that's 250 millilitres. So that's 2 litres and 250 millilitres. But what also it could be is 2,250 millilitres. Gosh, this is so tricky today. So we was right there. So let's look at this one. So it's gone past the 4 litre part here. Now we need to count on in 250. Now this is tricky, year 3, but don't panic. So we've got 4 litres. What's 4 litres at 250? 4 litres, 250. Then we're going to add another 250. What's 4 litres, 250? Add another 250. 4 litres, 500 millilitres, isn't it? And then we're going to add another 250. What would that bring us to? 4 litres, 750 millilitres. Well done, year 3. So, and that was, we did that absolutely correct. So this is another one. This is where we start getting a little bit tricky. So I'm going to leave that there. You can have a look at that. Now, today what we're going to be looking at is we are going to be doing these types of questions again. Now, Miss Dunn's done it a little bit differently today. On the class page, I have done different tabs for whatever groups you're in. So there's one for Blossom and Willow, there's one for Maple and Acorn, and there's another one for Sycamore. Now, depending on what group you're in, I want you to click on that tab. Once you've clicked on that tab, all your maths work is there for today. So I've done it based on your group to help you a little bit more. So make sure you look at your right tab and what group you're in. You know what groups you're in because we did this all last week and the week before. Any problems, you know where I am. Please, please do not panic. It is tricky. I totally get that, especially when we can't do it all together in school. But if you're struggling, please get your grown-ups to send me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can to help you a little bit more. And I might even do another video if you're all finding it a little tricky, okay? Take care, year 3. Good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.